Welcome to the Dollars and Cents podcast with Wes the Economist and Jonathan the Conspiracy Theorist. We're reporting to you live from the Wave Beach Realty Studios in North Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Give us a call today at 843-957-3872. All right, guys, welcome back into the Dollars and Cents podcast with Wes the Economist. I am Jonathan the Conspiracy Theorist, and boy, do we have some conspiracy theories for you today on season 4.
They're not conspiracy theories anymore.
Oh, yeah, they're facts now, right?
They're facts.
Season 4, episode 18 of our Quick Clip series. And let's talk about the most honest man in the nation, Dr. Anthony, don't know his middle name, Fauci. What a guy, huh? Hey,
Wow.
thank God for the auto pen and those preemptive pardons, because this man could be in some serious
Well,
trouble.
did you hear where Trump is going to honor that? I figured he'd go after that, but he said no. He respected that.
Well,
I
that's
don't.
probably because Trump was also recommending the vaccine when he was in office, so
Yeah,
he
that's
doesn't want
true.
any liability on that either.
And even on the campaign trail, he was still touting it.
Yeah,
Which I
well,
don't know. Is there any evidence that it did not help some people, the older people? Did it? It did help older people. I think there was
I
no.
Yeah, it may have. I'm sure there's evidence that says it did help some people, but they were very misleading when they said, because the
Oh
mortality rate
yeah.
was 1%, and studies are saying now that it probably was less than 1%, the real studies. Um,
Oh yeah.
so,
Well, you say the studies. I knew that when we got started.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
literally, it doesn't take a statistician. I'm not a
right,
statistician. I'm a stats teacher, but I'm not a statistician. To
right, right.
see, look at the numbers and see, it just does not make sense.
No, and
Hmm.
it's, I get everybody was in a panic, and, maybe the government was worried that it could get worse. I don't know if they really were. Who knows? But
I don't think it were.
I don't know that they were. I think this was it was all about money. I think it was about control. Uh,
I see. I agree with you there. Money, yes, but I think the control issue was more at it. They realized it was a chance for them to take more power that they have
yeah,
not given back yet, honestly.
right, right. And we still haven't seen what the repercussions of this vaccine are going to be. We're going to see 10 or 15 years from now. If they're saying, what I've heard, there's been things that said that it is going to increase these rapid growing cancers that can't be fought. There's all kind. I know somebody personally who had Bell's palsy when they were a child, and they took the vaccine, and their Bell's palsy came back. And I still know, but I know a few people that have injuries that from the vaccine that haven't gone away. Um,
But we don't even know if Fauci was injured. You saw that part, didn't you?
yeah,
He went in for um, some kind of pains and turned out to be what was it? Something to do with his heart,
yeah, it was something
infarction or
cardiovascular.
something. Yeah.
And I'm assuming they had to have enough faith in the vaccine if they're taking it themselves, because it's not like they made all of us do it and then none of them got it. Well, maybe they didn't. That could be a conspiracy theory in itself. Who knows if they really took it? I remember when they were doing like the live CNN where they were giving it to them like was it Biden that got it live on CNN? I remember I was
Yeah.
sitting eating lunch somewhere. I'm like, what world are we living in right now? This is insane. But
The same ones who said they'd never take it because Trump had something to do with it.
right, of
But as
course.
soon as they got power, oh, everybody's got to take
Yeah. So I mean,
it.
the
So
people who were bashing everybody, saying, you're risking everybody else's health by not taking it. I feel like all those people should be owed an apology by the people who tried to get them fired, and because
yeah.
people were outraged when you said I'm not taking it. People
Did
even
you
on both
see?
sides were like freaked out, like, no, you have to take it.
Oh yeah, Steve is his name. Stephen A. Smith, the
Yeah.
African American commentator. Did you see where he
Yeah, he was
apologized to
talking
the
about
NBA?
he was talking about one of the Kyrie Irving, I
Yeah,
believe, the basketball player who refused to take it, and there he was like, yeah, we all owe him an apology. We were all sheep, basically.
yeah. And he really called him out and went at him hard back in 2021.
Hmm.
And of course, my question is, why did it take you 5 years to apologize? But that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, I know. But like the whole Fauci thing, what's going on with it now? Like maybe some people are surprised. Like I knew, like this is, I
Yeah,
saw
but
this coming, and nothing's gonna happen. It
CNN,
doesn't matter, but.
MS Now, NBC, CBS, none of them have reported on any of this.
Oh no,
If
because
so, it's
they'd
been
have to
minutes.
admit some fault, and that they were wrong the whole time, and that they just made this up, or were just rattled off what he was saying, and they were part of the problem, and they're never going to do that. They're
Did
going
you
to
see?
report on what makes them money, not what makes them look bad.
Did you see RFK on CNN?
No, and I should have because that's my boy. But what he
Yeah, I
say?
was gonna say his boys. Let me see if I can call it so we can look at it. But um, I think a lot of them did believe in it per se because they kind of believed their own propaganda. Is what it boiled down to.
Yeah. But there was a lot of money to be made in this too. So there was a lot of
Yeah.
government grants and contracts given out for these that made a lot of people money and kickback. So that was a big chunk of it. But the control thing aspect of it, I think, was probably the biggest part. Once they realized that people would just fall in line, they're like, okay, well, we can do this with this 1%. Could you imagine if it had been something that took like 20 or 30% mortality rate instead of 1%? How crazy people would be? It's just
Yeah, I mean, they were even in the beginning they were comparing it to the Spanish flu,
mhm.
which the Spanish flu was only, I say only, it was pretty big. Was it 5 to 8% of the world
Something
population?
like that. It was, yeah,
Pretty
yeah,
pretty bad. But things have changed a lot since then.
yeah.
Trying to see if I can find this quote right quick.
But yeah, I'm curious to see what RFK said. He's already skeptical on vaccines across the board anyway. So I know he wasn't a big fan of the COVID shot.
I'm not sure if this is it or not. Let me.
Are you looking to buy a home in North or South Carolina? You need to reach out to Wave Beach Realty today. We are a family owned company with over 10 years of experience in North and South Carolina and operate along the Grand Strand. Give us a call today at 843 957 3872. That's 843 957 3872.
All right. Well, now it's officially time to introduce my book, Econ Sense, Economics for Everyday Living. You can actually find it by going to my website, econsense.us. If you go there, you'll see there are links to Amazon where you can pick it up, just a paperback, or if you'd rather have the ebook, you can go to Innovative Ink Publishing and care of Kendall Hunt Publishing Company, where you can get the print or ebook. And while you're on that website, you can also check out my other podcast, Econ Sense. I have several different series that go by. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and YouTube. Email me at west.the.economist@gmail.com, and I look forward to hearing from you.
All right. I'll make sure I share the sound. I always forget to share the sound when I do this. Here you go.
Doctors who are saying you're doing it wrong or being marginalized and vilified.
Yeah,
and
because again, I really want to move on, but
yeah, of
you were
course
saying
wanna
you were
move on because
yes,
you
I
were
do.
part of the problem.
No, I wasn't part of the problem.
There was absolute press malpractice. You weren't allowing
Mr. Secretary,
your job
is
a fierce skepticism toward authority. And
yes,
you weren't doing that. You were beating up
My
on
job
people
is
who
also
were dissenting.
No. Okay, you want to sit here and attack me, or do you want to have
You're
conversations
sitting
about
here and
public health?
attacking me.
I'm not attacking you. I'm asking questions about how to
And
prevent
let me
the next
answer the question,
pandemic.
and I'll tell you.
That's what I'm trying to do. But I also don't want to use this interview to allow you to say things that aren't entirely true.
Doctors who are saying you're doing it,
Which is ironic considering
true.
most of what they say are entirely true. But
Exactly.
no,
Exactly.
that's why I like RFK though. Like he stands up for like his facts and what he actually believes in. He doesn't let people walk on all over him. I wish his voice wasn't so jagged because people were able to use that to be able to talk over him and not let him get his points out because he actually makes a lot of good points. If you listen to him in a long form interview about
Yeah.
because he's done a lot of research on vaccines and stuff over the years and then like environmental stuff and he's got a lot of knowledge about this that you can just tell just by listening to him. He's not making stuff up, but
No, no. And that wasn't the clip I was talking about. But the whole interview, I think, was like that. But he basically, she goes, "Well, you got to understand the time was scary." He says, "Y'all were scaring people," and she's like, "No, it wasn't us." I said, "What? Yeah, you're the one who ran the crayon, the thing. What do you call it? The ticker across the bottom, telling us every second how many people were dying."
yeah,
Yes, it was you.
yeah, yeah. They're also the same people who were against ivermectin and some of the vitamins and things that were working, and also painted Joe Rogan's face green to make him look like he was sick from horse paste after
Yeah.
he took ivermectin and was fine in 2 days. And he posted a video, and they put a green filter over his face and said he was drinking horse dewormer, and but they don't bring up the fact that ivermectin won a Nobel Peace Prize, the person who developed it, and that it saved
And
millions of
and
lives.
it's for humans.
Right, and it is for humans. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
the selectiveness of the media at this point, and it happens on both sides. I will say that,
Yeah,
but
absolutely. Yeah, yeah.
but during this, the liberal media literally was lockstep with the government. They should have been questioning.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole job of them. I don't have a problem with them questioning Trump and RFK and RFK and all these people. I have no problem with that. But do the same to the other side. You let
Right.
them sit on your shows and they spout out lie after lie after lie. Also, as far as you're concerned, and you just agree with. Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right. No, they're not.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that I'd say 80% of the country on for the 40% on one side, 40% on the other side, whatever they're told, they stick with that side and that view, and everything that side has, they follow everything to a T. And there's only like 20% of people who can kind of navigate the BS and kind of formulate their own opinions, but I feel like it's becoming less and less because both parties are use social media and the media mainstream to continue to push that divide, and you have like the almost where it becomes two cults against each other, and then
It
anybody
is.
in the
It
middle
is.
is is considered a lunatic by both sides.
Yeah.
So like if you have any type of like neutral opinions or like logical middle ground, you're a lunatic, not the two
Yeah.
cults. It's kind of wild, actually. It's actually kind of scary.
Do you think anything happens to Fauci?
No, 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 no. He won't. No, he'll live in retirement. He'll probably stay out of the public life a little bit now and go into retirement and live out his days like a king with all of his money that he made during COVID, and
Well, he still gets
claim
a
his
pension,
innocence.
doesn't he? I mean, they haven't been able to take his pension away, I don't believe. So
They're not going to take anything from
he's
him. No.
making a fortune off of us still. We're still paying him.
Yeah, 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 absolutely. Yeah, actually, my taxes are due now. I think I owe him a private jet ride. I think, yeah, yeah. So I still owe him some money, but yeah, no, we're going to still keep paying for him. Great guy, stand-up guy, but hopefully he has to answer for all that stuff one day.
I
Maybe
hope
not
so too. Yeah, maybe not here, but I mean, it's gotten to the point it's really bad. And I know we talked about socialism our last time we were together, um, but that's gone off the rails too. But anyway, I think we're
It's
about
not
out of time for this
socialism
quick clip.
anymore.
No, it's communism.
It's not. I
It
was going to
stays
say, well, they're
nice.
going full blown now.
And
They're
actually, there's some stuff going on in your neck of the woods. I wonder if you even know about.
probably not because I haven't. I
So,
don't follow local politics and everything like I probably should.
all right, well, let's carry that. We'll carry this conversation next quick clip then. How about that?
All right.
When life gets unpredictable, turn to a partner you can trust. At Bobby Clary State Farm, we've got you covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, we're dedicated to providing personalized coverage that fits your needs. With our friendly and knowledgeable team, navigating your insurance options have never been easier. Visit bobbyclary.com or call 843-438-6000. Bobby Clary State Farm, here to help life go right.
Eisenhower Dental, located at 107 Waccamaw Medical Park Drive in Conway, a place where you can find all your dental services, including general dentistry, cosmetic, restorative, and pediatric dentistry. Reach out to them today at their website, eisenhowerdental.com, or call them at 843-234-3110, 843-234-3110, and tell them Wes the Economist sent you. Mortgage payment, insurance payments, credit card payments, they can be very overwhelming. Are you ready to take the time to get things under control? Then reach out to me at Clark Financial Coaching to see if we can get you started with a budget and then a vision for the future. Write me at coachwesc@gmail.com. That's coachwesc@gmail.com.
Thanks for listening to the Dollars and Cents Podcast with Jonathan the Conspiracy Theorist and Wes the Economist. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and X at DollarsCentsGS and on Facebook at Dollars and Cents.